During the work with FusioBox, suppressions shall be minimized as much as possible. These suppressions include suppressed visual impressions of one or alternately both eyes. With the FusioBox, the possibility of transmission shall be created to change from alternating vision to binocular simultaneous vision. The FusioBox is also very well suited for visual training's expansion of fusion areas, similar to the operating mode of analglyphic or polarization processes, but here with very high intensity and effectiveness due to the photographic images. In the FusioBox on the right and left side there are photographic pictures shown with LEDs separated by a septum. Already the first test trials with the new technology showed that these lights impulses are concise and therefore provide a high stimulus. By doing so, they eliminate the suppressions of visual impressions and allow the pictures of both eyes to develop. This way, both eyes can see simultaneously, occasionally also with diplopia at the beginning. Then, due to the operating mode of the FusioBox, it is possible to move the developing double images with the help of the EXO or ISO button of the remote control. Move them until the double images has merged into a clear overall picture. This is the goal. Due to the development of optics, cutting processes and display electronics, special patterns, shapes and colors can be arranged in a way that fusion images, the merged images, come into existence, namely by the different vergence positions of the pair of their eyes. Here the fusions of Fourier from EXO ortho to ISO become possible. Here it is very important that every proband is retrieved in his own personal dysfunction. In his especially common in German Winkelfehlsichtigkeit or Fourier, it has to be added that here suppressions become visible and can therefore be influenced purposefully during visual training. The different shapes, distances, brightness and colors stimulate the focal but also the ambient vision. During visual training and with this device, it can be worked selectively from ambient to focal or the other way around. The arrangement of these images follow in structure as well as in symbolism the generally accepted symmetry arrangement laws. Every human has in his visual perception symmetry vision and the ability to identify patterns even in the organization of components that, when connected, lead to an overall shape, the total sum of its parts. Here an example. The circle, a familiar object, is in the last incomplete picture mentally still seen as a circle. Contrary to the circle, we here see an obviously more complex object which is not completed mentally anymore. So if similar but incomplete patterns are being shown right and left, which again have a complete and computing shape in the interaction of both eyes, then these patterns are being joined, ergo merged as an image, a fusion image. This happens slightly cognitive, therefore often even subconsciously. The presentation of image fusion is a speciality of the FusioBox. Here simple cognitive mechanisms are addressed. Sometimes it takes a while till the client becomes aware of this fusion, till in the brain a program is cognitively created. Do you know a comparable device with such possibilities? During the choosing of these patterns, the state of the dysfunction has to be considered. For example, with alternating visions, there should at the beginning only be used images that only have an ambient fusion demand. Those images which are ambient locked and blank out the focal and therefore initially do not offer binocular fusion stimuli in the center. Here first of all, looking shall be created ambiently. This is a cognitive process and here it should also create a binocular program cognitively which enables simultaneous seeing, even if at first only ambiently. Exactly for this, the FusioBox offers 15 different images, also with different combinations. A whole series of this concerns dynamically flashing alternating images with partly right-left different colors and brightness. Through this, retinal rivalry is produced. Doing so, already existing repressions between right and left can be removed. This benefits binocular seeing and can help to reduce and eventually remove amblyopia or can help to reactivate afferent visual pathways. Through central of ambient locking patterns, slowly conjunction pathways can become reactivated, standing in retinal rivalry. Especially children profit from this sophisticated technique. The system acts in the visual sensory processing and image processing through the natural trial of producing harmony and symmetry. The comprehension of the image fusion is in the performance self-explanatory, increases nearly automatically without conscious effort. It is important that the observer has a good idea of how the final images, the fusion image, has to look. These single small steps happen in approximately 3 cm per meter jumps with the pictures moving towards each other. These are approximately 3 prisms. This is a good fusion stimulus and also easy to manage. In total, for each image, 11 different steps are possible in the Virgin's alignment. These 11 steps are being shown at the edge of the display as light pillars, on the bottom 4 green, then 4 red and 3 more green illuminated dots.